pardon the wind noise in the background. We've got a huge storm brewing back here. Uh, it's really, really bad. We've got 30, 35 mile an hour wind gusts coming, and lots of thunder and lightning. But I just wanted to do a quick rant here about, people and disrespecting officers and giving like bad names to cops. A few things. Just 2 days ago, police got a call for a house just down the way over there, and they were sitting there screaming and fighting with their neighbors because the neighbor's dog got out, and the dog has like a history of being super aggressive and attacking people, and they leave the gate open, and the police showed up to talk with the owner of the dog. They knocked on the door, and the owner swung the door open and screamed at the cop, and the dog literally like ran out at the cop and bit the cop a bunch of times. Well, the guy got the dog under control and put it back in the house. The cops had EMTs look him over. Then they had the animal control come out and make sure that everything was okay. And as soon as the guy opened the door again, the dog charged out and started attacking the officers again. And it was such a bad attack that they had to shoot the dog. And the owner says, "I'm happy that my dog bit the cops. I'm happy my dog attacked the cops. I'm happy that the cops are hurt. They had no right even coming to my house. They should have just let it be." Well, turns out the dog has like 6 or 7 attacks on people already, and the dog's got a bunch of at-large tickets. The owners, they've got a huge criminal record, and everybody's talking shit about these cops, saying, "Oh, they had no right because that's private property. The dog was just defending its property and its owner, and the cops had no right to kill that dog." They were there because the dog was attacking people, and they had to see about giving the person a ticket, checking the dog, making sure the dog was not, rabid. And they're like, "Oh, they should have just stayed outside the property, made sure the gate was closed, and then talked to the owners." What? Do you think a cop can knock on a damn door from 30 feet away? Is that how we're playing this? It's bullshit. And then I've got a friend. Well, no longer a friend. She's sitting there bitching about cops and how they're corrupt and this and that, and how she shouldn't have lost her kids, or the cops shouldn't have given her tickets for all the bad stuff because she's a good mom and she this and that. So her house is filthy. I mean, it is filthy. The kids sleep on towels on a hardwood floor in the living room, while she and her husband lay on a pillow top mattress with a 70-inch screen TV in front of them, playing on brand new PlayStations and shit like that. And their kids don't even have underwear. They don't have socks. They have like tore up shorts and tore up shirts, and their hair is all cut up and everything because the parents let them have scissors. I mean, one girl, half her head is just chops, and then there's like a couple strands here and there. And she got pulled over because she was speeding or whatever, and the cops saw that she had 4 kids in a car, and one was in a car seat, not buckled up, and the other 3 were either roaming around inside the car, or they were in the far back, like the third row of, like, because she's got that third row big storage thing, because it's like an excursion or something like that, and they're playing in like milk crates, and they're naked, and one of them was covered in poop because he took his diaper off, is like it's this kid's like 3 or 4 or something like that, and he's still in diapers and he can't even talk. He knows like 3 words. But she's blaming cops, saying that they had no right to take her kids. She's a good parent, this and that. It's bullshit. These cops aren't out there looking for people like this. They're not out there hunting people down. I mean, there's it's bullshit. And then you got that recent shooting. The kid was shooting it up in the air or something like that with a gun, and police showed up, and he took off running, and then all of a sudden, like, the cops were like right there behind him. He turned around and started shooting at the cops, and the cops shot him, and he died. Well, then all these people show up at this big town hall meeting, and they're screaming, "Oh, they're hunting us down, like hunting us like deer." When the fuck was the last time you saw a deer with a gun? This punk kid turned around and was shooting at the police, and they're like, "Well, they should have maced him or tased him. They didn't have to shoot him." What are you talking about? They didn't have to shoot him. Are you gonna run up on somebody who's got a gun pointed at you and is shooting at you and mace him? No. You're going to shoot him. You're going to put him down. That's what I do. That's what I do right here. Fuck that. I was just listening to the scanner right before I started this. Dude, 4 blocks away from me. 4 blocks away. He just called the police because some dude on a bike stopped, put a gun in his mouth, and stole his wallet. Literally 4 blocks away. I could have turned around and I would have hunted that fucker down. I would shoot him right there. Fuck that. Somebody pulls a gun on me, I'm going to shoot. But cops, they've got it hard enough. They run at people that are pointing guns at them. They're not running away. They're trying to stop the crime, and you're like, "Oh no, you can't do that. You can't do that. No, no, no. You got to treat the criminals nicely." It's like, no. We got a freaking guy. I worked with him. I worked with this dude. His sister posted on Facebook, "Don't buy anything from him because everything he has is stolen property. It's all stolen property. Don't buy anything." We've been trying to get him clean off of heroin and cocaine and meth for 4 or 5 years, and nothing's worked. We put him in this addict program, and he was there for 6 months, and then he got out, and the first thing he did was he stole a bunch of stuff from us and sold it, and then bought drugs, and he almost died. And everybody's like, "Oh, you got to treat him with love. You got to show him that he's loved." Motherfucker, they've been trying for years, and all this dude has done is like beat up his mom and stole all of her stuff. He stole her freaking car and sold it so that he could get high for 2 days. And then everybody's like, "Oh, you got to be nice to these people." No, these are fucking criminals. These are hardened criminals. You don't got to be nice to them. These cops have it hard enough, and you're trying to make excuses to why cops are bad. Cops aren't bad. I'm out here all the fucking time doing neighborhood watch and shit. Fucking, I see cops all over the place. They stop, say hi, what's up, how you doing, you got your ears on, you listening, have you seen this, have you seen that? No, haven't. And if I call something in, first thing I do is I pull my ID out of my wallet and I wait for them to show up. As soon as they show up, I hand them my ID. They run it real quick for their paperwork, and then they go, "Okay, we're done." It took 3 months or so for them to finally lock down a building that's been open. It's abandoned, but it finally clicked to them, "Hey, maybe we should weld this door shut." They finally did that, and that was after me reporting it. These homeless people were going in there and smashing the place up, getting all drugged up, and some dude died in there. And they're like, "Oh man, you gotta treat drug addicts and show them love." And then that dog incident, yeah, some dude, he's a vet. He's a vet here locally. He's like, "No, that dog has PTSD. That's why he attacked. The dog was just trying to defend its territory." Dude, don't be giving a fucking dog excuses like PTSD. The first thing the dog did when the guy opened the door was lunge. What if that was your fucking kid? What if that was a freaking Girl Scout selling cookies? What if, man? What if your daughter went over there and said it was going to knock on the door and be like, "Yeah, my ball rolled in your backyard." What would have happened? That dog would have mauled that kid and killed it. And before anybody says anything, no, it was not a pit bull. It wasn't a pit bull. It's a fucking golden retriever. It's a goddamn golden retriever. And it wasn't old. It wasn't senile. None of that. No. It was just a kid pit bull, or not pit bull, but golden retriever. Like it was a little dog. Like it was, I don't know, like a year and a half or something. Everybody was like checking the lady's Facebook because she was sitting there. First, she said the cops broke into her house and attacked her boyfriend, and that's why the dog attacked. And then she said cops knocked on the door, and when the guy opened the door, she says that they maced him and tased him, and he was just trying to protect the dog. And it's like she was just making up all kinds of excuses, and it was on video. Like they have their little chest cams and everything, and she's just trying to make up all these stupid excuses. And then when she got called out on her bullshit, she's like, "Oh yeah, well, fuck you, cops are bad." And it's like, don't make up excuses. You talk a lot of shit about fucking cops and this and that, and they've got a hard job. I mean, it is hard. And to sit there and dog on them over bullshit like that, they're doing a fucking job. And a lot of you guys asked for those body cameras, and then as soon as it comes out that all these people are criminals and that it was right for them to shoot people, all of a sudden you're saying it's racist and it's homophobic and xenophobic and whatever phobic. It's bullshit. You asked for it, and then when you got it and it showed the opposite of what you're saying, all of a sudden you have a problem with it and you want it to stop. No, you asked for it. This was your own doing. Yeah. And all I gotta say is shit's gonna get either way worse or way better. We got a guy in office that's actually doing a damn good job. He made a lot of promises, and he's kept a lot of promises. And so far, we have found that he does tell a lot of truths. And he's gonna hit hard. Hell, that shooting, mass shooting or active shooter in the mall that turned out to be like a group of robbers, and they only had like one gun. And it was never even fired. Yeah, they reported on that, and then they backpedaled like a motherfucker. And then all of a sudden they're saying, "Oh, these cops are bad. These cops are bad." How are they bad? You're a group of like 6 or 7 guys trying to knock over a jewelry store, and you're saying cops are bad. Fuck that.